If you're a diehard Browns fan and love breaking down the game like we do, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you never miss a blitz. The NFL world has been buzzing nonstop since the shocking announcement that Jordan Love, the young quarterback from Green Bay Packers, has officially joined the Cleveland Browns, and fans everywhere are struggling to process what this could mean for the team's future. Jordan Love, born and raised in Bakersfield, California, has been on scouts' radars for years, showing glimpses of raw talent mixed with a certain unpredictability that makes him both intriguing and risky. Now, shifting from the Packers, where he spent his initial years mostly on the sidelines, to a Browns team that is desperately seeking a spark at quarterback, the expectations are skyrocketing. Analysts are already debating whether this is a masterstroke by Cleveland's front office or a high-stakes gamble that could backfire if Love fails to adapt quickly to a new system, teammates, and coaching philosophy. Fans are flooding social media with opinions ranging from excitement to skepticism, dissecting his college days at Utah State, and trying to project how those performances might translate to the Browns' offensive schemes. Meanwhile, the locker room dynamics are reportedly shifting behind the scenes, with veteran players adjusting to the idea of a new quarterback potentially taking the lead, creating a mix of anticipation and tension that could either unify or divide the team as they move into the new season. Whispers inside league circles suggest that Jordan Love's move to Cleveland wasn't entirely unexpected, though the timing has caught almost everyone off guard, sparking intense debate among commentators and fans alike. There are murmurs that internal evaluations of Love's potential, both as a starter and as a developmental talent, played a huge role in Cleveland's aggressive pursuit. And now the city is preparing for a quarterback who embodies both promise and uncertainty. Observers are pointing out that Love's tenure in Green Bay, while not overflowing with starting opportunities, allowed him to absorb learning experiences from one of the most scrutinized franchises in the NFL, observing a Hall of Fame quarterback and seasoned coaching staff in action, which could serve as invaluable preparation for this next chapter. Yet, the question remains, can Love translate those lessons into immediate results, or will the pressure of leading a franchise hungry for a breakthrough prove overwhelming? Inside sources hint that Browns management has been meticulously planning this acquisition, envisioning a system that maximizes Love's strengths while shielding him from excessive risk early on. Social media platforms have exploded with fan theories, mock drafts revisited, and comparisons to other young quarterbacks who've made sudden jumps into starting roles, adding to the whirlwind of speculation surrounding this blockbuster move. Everyone is now waiting for the first glimpses of Love in Cleveland colors during practice sessions, trying to read between the lines of every snap, every throw, every comment from coaches and teammates, in hopes of deciphering whether this is the dawn of a new era or another fleeting experiment in quarterback management. Rumors are circulating that Jordan Love's personal training regimen has been intensified since the trade, with sources claiming he is fully aware that the eyes of the NFL are now unblinkingly focused on him, magnifying the stakes with every decision he makes on and off the field. Reports suggest that Love has been working closely with private coaches and analysts to refine his mechanics, improve decision-making under pressure, and expand his playbook knowledge, all while adjusting to Cleveland's offensive strategies and learning the tendencies of his new teammates. This transition period, while filled with potential, is not without challenges. Insiders hint at possible friction as Love and the coaching staff navigate the delicate balance of integrating a fresh quarterback into a roster with existing hierarchies, veteran leadership, and fans demanding immediate impact. Furthermore, speculation is rife regarding the team's play-calling adjustments, with some predicting a more dynamic offense that leverages Love's mobility and arm strength, while others warn that Cleveland's offensive line must step up to protect a quarterback who has yet to prove himself under constant NFL pressure. Pundits and analysts are dissecting every past performance, every collegiate highlight, and even minor social media activity to predict how Love's personality and playing style might mesh with Cleveland's high expectations, fueling an endless stream of discussions across podcasts, fan forums, and sports networks. Amid all this, the Browns management is reportedly quietly orchestrating a long-term plan, aiming to transform the narrative surrounding their quarterback situation while simultaneously preparing for the inevitable scrutiny that accompanies a move of this magnitude. Sources close to the Browns hint that the excitement around Jordan Love's arrival is not just about his individual skills, but also the ripple effect it may have on the team's overall strategy, marketing, and fan engagement, which are expected to skyrocket as the season approaches. Insider chatter suggests that the franchise sees Love as a potential face of the team for years to come, signaling a shift in philosophy that prioritizes building around a young, dynamic quarterback capable of delivering explosive plays while also attracting attention in a crowded sports market. Meanwhile, the coaching staff is reportedly revising training schedules, playbooks, and team meetings to ensure that Love's integration is seamless. Yet everyone admits that the unpredictability of the quarterback position inherently carries risk, meaning that Cleveland is embracing a gamble that could define their immediate future. Fans are already drawing parallels to previous quarterback transitions across the league, some optimistic about Love's potential to flourish in a supportive environment, others wary that unrealistic expectations might burden him. League insiders speculate that Love's experience watching elite quarterbacks from the sidelines in Green Bay could provide an advantage, giving him perspective on reading defenses and handling pressure, though critics argue that practice and observation do not always translate to real game performance. As whispers of his first preseason appearances circulate, every throw, every decision, and even off-field interviews are being analyzed as indicators of how well he will adjust to this pivotal role in Cleveland's high-pressure football environment, making each day leading up to the season feel like a countdown to a potentially transformative moment for the franchise. There's also chatter suggesting that Jordan Love's move may have wider implications across the NFL, influencing quarterback market trends, trade strategies, and team-building philosophies in unexpected ways. Observers are noting that Love's arrival in Cleveland could set off a domino effect, prompting other franchises to rethink their approach to drafting, trading, and developing young quarterbacks, particularly those who have shown promise but limited starting experience. Analysts are pointing out that the timing of this acquisition, along with the Browns' willingness to invest in a quarterback with a high ceiling but unproven track record, reflects a calculated risk strategy that might become a model for other teams navigating similar situations. Meanwhile, social media has exploded with debates, memes, and speculative graphics imagining how Love's skill set will impact Cleveland's offensive identity, matchups against division rivals, and even broader playoff prospects. Sources close to both franchises hint that behind-the-scenes discussions included extensive evaluations, statistical modeling, and personal interviews, underscoring just how deliberate and high-stakes this decision truly is. Pundits are now dissecting Love's mental toughness, adaptability, and leadership potential, trying to determine whether he can not only survive but thrive under the intense scrutiny that comes with stepping into a city hungry for a franchise-altering quarterback. With fans, analysts, and insiders all speculating, the rumor mill is at a fever pitch, making every comment, report, or sighting of Love a potential headline, a talking point, or a viral moment that keeps the narrative alive and ever-evolving. The excitement in Cleveland is palpable, with local media and fans alike speculating endlessly about the immediate and long-term effects of Jordan Love's addition to the roster, treating it almost as if the city's football fate hinges entirely on his shoulders. Observers note that Love's arrival could redefine team culture, influence recruiting, affect draft strategies, and even shift fan expectations in ways that go far beyond the field itself. Speculation abounds regarding how he will mesh with key offensive players, particularly in high-pressure scenarios, as insiders suggest that the quarterback's presence may necessitate subtle adjustments in coaching philosophies, practice routines, and even team communication methods. While optimism runs high, some caution that integrating a quarterback with limited starting experience into a team eager for immediate results is a delicate balancing act, one that could either yield a breakthrough season or highlight growing pains under the national spotlight. Fans are reportedly engaging in all-night discussions online, analyzing past games, projecting stats, and imagining highlight reels, while sports journalists are compiling extensive coverage of every rumor, trade detail, and insider hint. All of this creates an atmosphere charged with anticipation, uncertainty, and intrigue, making the Browns' decision to bring in Jordan Love a topic that will dominate headlines, debates, and locker room conversations for months to come as the franchise steps boldly into a new era that promises excitement, drama, and endless speculation. Enjoying the content so far? Smash that like button and drop your take in the comments. We want to hear what you think about the Browns this season. Inside sources are hinting that Jordan Love has already started an intense acclimation process in Cleveland, with coaching staff reportedly crafting specialized drills, film sessions, and quarterback-specific strategies designed to accelerate his adaptation to the Browns' offensive system. The whispers around team facilities suggest that Love is dedicating countless hours to understanding route combinations, defensive reads, and timing with his receivers, as insiders emphasize that the transition from a backup role in Green Bay to a starting position in Cleveland requires not just skill, but meticulous mental preparation. Rumors claim that teammates have been both supportive and cautiously curious, observing how Love handles the weight of expectation, leadership responsibilities, and high-pressure decision-making during practice. Meanwhile, analysts are projecting that the Browns may tweak offensive schemes to emphasize shorter, high-percentage passes early in the season, allowing Love to build confidence while minimizing risk, although critics warn that opponents may exploit any hesitations or misreads. Fans, already buzzing with excitement, are dissecting every leaked photo, workout video, and training report, turning social media into a virtual rumor mill where speculation runs wild and every subtle detail is analyzed. The growing narrative positions Love not merely as a new player, but as a potential symbol of a franchise's calculated gamble, a young quarterback whose success or failure could define an entire season and even shape future team-building philosophies. The rumor mill suggests that internal evaluations within the Browns are pointing to Jordan Love as a quarterback with high upside, but needing real game exposure to fully demonstrate his capabilities, and sources say management is cautiously optimistic that his time in Green Bay, mostly spent observing from the sidelines, has prepared him for this moment in ways fans might underestimate. Observers speculate that Love's learning experience watching elite quarterbacks and seasoned coaches could give him an edge in reading defenses, pre-snap adjustments, and composure under pressure, but the skeptics argue that theory doesn't always translate into consistent execution when facing formidable NFL defenses week after week. Reports from insider channels indicate that coaching staff is planning a phased integration, gradually increasing Love's responsibility in practice and scrimmages to ensure he isn't overwhelmed, while simultaneously maintaining a supportive environment to foster confidence. Meanwhile, the media frenzy continues, with every interview, photo, and social media post dissected as a potential indicator of his mindset, leadership qualities, and readiness to step into Cleveland's starting quarterback role. Fans are engaging in endless debates, weighing statistical projections, college highlights, and anecdotal evidence to determine whether Love can live up to the hype, creating an environment where anticipation, anxiety, and curiosity collide in a never-ending cycle of speculation and discussion surrounding the Browns' bold decision. There are ongoing murmurs that Jordan Love's arrival could redefine not only the Browns' quarterback situation, but also the culture within the locker room, as teammates reportedly react to a new dynamic that requires trust, communication, and alignment on and off the field. Insiders suggest that veteran players are observing Love closely, assessing his ability to lead, maintain composure during high-stakes scenarios, and make quick, accurate decisions that directly impact the team's performance. Meanwhile, rumors indicate that Love is embracing the scrutiny, reportedly spending extra hours reviewing playbooks, analyzing defensive tendencies, and engaging in mental conditioning exercises to enhance focus, decision-making, and confidence. Analysts are speculating that Cleveland's offensive strategy may gradually evolve to incorporate Love's strengths, emphasizing mobility, quick reads, and play-action possibilities, while also ensuring sufficient protection to minimize rookie-style mistakes. Fans, driven by curiosity and excitement, have taken to social media to debate every aspect of the situation, from training footage to speculative stats, creating a pervasive buzz that reinforces the narrative of Love as a potential franchise-altering figure. As insiders continue to drop hints about his work ethic, progress in practice, and interactions with key teammates, the anticipation builds, creating an environment where every minor observation could spark headlines, online debates, or viral moments in the ever-intensifying saga of Jordan Love in Cleveland. Thanks for riding with us on another Browns Blitz. If you liked the video, share it with a fellow fan, hit subscribe, and ring that bell so you're always part of the Dawg Pound conversation. Go Browns!